Hopefully Team 2 gets the 5th, but right now we got Monsped on the other team with Nastya the Rogue. We got us as Beto the Shaman, going to be on first with Def, as well as Yandex on the other team. We're still waiting for the 5th. But we got Burning Fresh with Insider, and it's going to be first up Dizzy as a Fire Mage with a monocle? NECROLORD? Is that what we're looking at? Is a NECROLORD mage? Wait a second. Wait a second. And we got this Frost Boss in there as well, dude. Frost Boss setting up a team. Flame Strike. Huh? Wait, what? Frostbolt into Fire. Well, what is he set up? Oh, we're actually doing quite a bit of damage with Pyroblast. Wait a second, Beta actually taking quite a bit of damn Fleshcap, trying to see if he can get away. I think he's trying to see if he can get interrupted on it. Doesn't get interrupted on it. Just going for Fireballs versus Beta. What kind of a build has he got going on? Going for Frostbolts? Is it just for slows? That's an interesting build. Deathborn available? Does he have some kind of a big go here? Fireballing and Beta just continue to Fireball back to back. Is he going for some sort of a setup? I'm trying to understand this. That's a NECROLORD mage. Fireballing, huh? Swapping around the Fireball onto the pad instead. He must be getting some sort of use out of it. Shimmer with a big old fire with Poly onto Beta. Trying to go for big combustion with a big old breath right after. And that's going to be Pyrus coming back to back. I think with a NECROLORD, you are getting like a 15% damage buff while you have it up. So technically should be quite a lot of damn. Maybe that's what he's trying to go for. Maybe he's just trying to go for some cheesy damage out of nowhere. He is doing quite a bit of sustained damage as a Fire Mage. Normally see a Fire Mage just go for combust and then kind of bail away. But this man is continuing to just keep pumping on Beta, who is going to go for big Ascendant's Breath available for Dizzy. It looks like Dizzy is just going to try to see if he can get some range out of him, getting a couple of those wind strikes. And Beta got himself quite a few heals. What is this? This is an interesting build. I mean, earlier we just saw him fireballing, pyroblasting, like he's PvEing the guy down. And he's doing substantial damage. He's actually making some damage happen. Waiting out in an invis by the looks of it though. Maybe trying to get himself some food. Trying to get some CDs back. Trying to go for them combust. Breath onto Beta with a Poly right after. Taking down the totem. Which I think was not a grounding totem, or something else. Windfear totem maybe? It looks like Dizzy is going to go for a Polymorph with a Frostbolt. Frostbolt, I guess, to slow Beta down. So the mage can actually kite. Is going to go for a big old Pyro with a Rune of Power. Whoa, what is this? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Dizzy is going to go for some fireballs off of the totem. Breath onto Beta. Trying to see if he can get him some, maybe a big old ring of peace. Going to be a stone for Beta. Trying to see if Beta Machine can make a big old play. Again, yet another interrupt. Flashcap available for Dizzy. Still maintaining his health quite a bit. Beta does have the Maelstrom to maintain his health for now as well. But Dizzy's shields, I feel like, has not worn out at all. Like, he always has the shields as a mage, but also the NECROLORD shields on top of it. NECROLORD, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this NECROLORD mage. There's going to be some slows for Beta, as Dizzy is the one who's trying to control the fight. He's going to hit him with the Ring of Frost, just keeping him in the middle. Rune of Power available, just fireballing. Is he going to interrupt him on Fireball? Is he trying to get interrupted on fire or something? He's just fireballing him with Frostbolts and Fireballs just kind of intermittently. He's actually doing quite a bit of damage. Look at the Pirate. He actually was able to go from like mostly full health to like 60% in like a single setup. Interesting. Interesting. What is this? Big old Rune to Beta. Frostbolts are coming out. He's like trying to get interrupted with Frostbolts, I think. Beta trying to get himself a big old setup. I think he's trying to go for cooldown reduction too. He has this lightning hitting him. But Diz has still got those pyros coming out. Fire Blast walking. That's going to be Beta with the Windfear Totem trying to make a play. Got himself finally melee of Dizzy with a breath. Right after that's going to be Ring of Frost to freeze him in place. Dizzy not playing Greater Fade. Deathborn is available. Is he going to go for a big combustion? Frost bolting into a fireballing, just fireballing him down. What is this? Into a big old combustion. Finally, big damage. It's going to be that's a massive absorb for the grounding totem. Big old breath of the Beta. It looks like he survived a lot of this burst of combustion. Not playing for the purge. It's actually just playing super defensive. Okay, interesting. I think maybe Dizzy might have to just not use Deathborn ever. Or maybe not use combustion. Just gotta whittle down Beta, because Beta doesn't seem to run away as long as there's no like big old combust ready. But look at the fireballs. There's gotta be some kind of a fireball build, right? Like a stand still and cast spells. There goes the grounding. Maybe Dizzy might be able to make a play out of it. Dust of Shimmer for a little bit extra mobility. It's gonna be some frost bolts from the main images as well. Slowing him down by quite a bit. Continuing to get frost bolts in. So it makes me wonder what kind of legendary is he running. Because he's frost bolting on regular. Is he playing the build where his crits are more likely to do more, are gonna do more damage build? Is that what that is? Huh. Big old rune of power available back up again. Froze beta. That's gonna be grounding totem, stopping some of those frostbolts and fireballs. But it still keeps on chucking them out. And they do quite a bit of damage. This is the weirdest build. I do wonder what this Lego is. Can someone check Dizzy's Lego? Let me know. Maybe link Dizzy's Lego in Discord. I do want to see what kind of Lego this man is running. Because I was imagining maybe like the NECROLORD Lego for mages could actually be good. Because the more enemies you hit with fireball, the more damage your NECROLORD Deathborn ability will do. Like it buffs your damage by 15%, but you can take it up to 30 if you just fireball enough. Big old combustion available for Dizzy. Let's go to Beta. Actual trinket. I'm not really sure what he trinketed there. Pyroblast are chucking out. Beta actually getting kind of low in health. Big Thunder onto Dizzy. Doesn't have a wall available. Does he have the Maelstrom though? And does go down. Dizzy, I guess maybe we're just messing with him. He doesn't even need the NECROLORD setup. Maybe just waiting until the 5-minute mark for all we know. I'm not really sure what he was trying to do. But he was getting some damage in there. He was doing stuff. Big ol' Polly onto Def. As Dizzy got himself max range to get the hell away from him. Interesting. Now this was a mage fighting against a enhancement shaman, boys. I wonder how he's gonna end up playing out against a retribution paladin with a NECROLORD setup. I wonder how well this is gonna work. But we'll see, boys. We'll see. Def is gonna get hit with a root immediately. Is that gonna maybe Hand of Freedom? No. Frostballs do come out, but he actually got plenty of movement. Dizzy does break out of a hodge immediately. And actually just going for a big old kite, I guess, while the Hand of Freedom is up, is going to be able to get this fireballs for free onto Def. It's going to be a little bit more careful. Death Strike, try to see if he can walk towards the pillar. Those fireballs are actually doing quite a bit of damage, though. It's a bit of pressure. We can maybe go with a Pyroblast right after. He might be okay, too. But Dizzy got himself full images left. It's going to be a blink into a interrupt on the Holy. Try to see if he might be able to get some damage into Def with a breath right after. Ring of Frost to follow. Def is going to go for big cooldowns. He has a Judgment ready to throw. There it goes. Rune of Power, Flesh Cut for Dizzy, into Fireballs right after, and then Pyroblast right after. Damn, the Pyroblast working! That's actually doing quite a bit of damage. Look at that thing. Oh my god. Rune of Power, dude, it pumps. 40% damage here and there. He's PvEing the guy down. Invis available, so you could just maybe sneaky DK around Def. Maybe hit him with the breath when he gets nearby. Is probably going to do it. There goes the breath. Frostbolt right after, with Fireballs to follow. And Pyroblast right after. Dizzy just trying to make some damage happen all the time up right now. Def doesn't really have a way to stop the all the time. Unless he can just burn through all that health of Dizzy before all the time happens. Def might have to go for a bubble here. Kind of low on health. So the Vengeance is available. Massive Word of Glory heal, by the way. Massive Word of Glory heal. And Dizzy is just going to have to wait it out. Tank whatever buffs he can. But trying to get away from the guy. Trying to maybe kite him out while he has wings available. Maybe force out a Hand of Freedom out of him early. Force out all the cooldowns out of Palom. There goes the Hand of Freedom. There was a pony. He is able to do some of that. Breath into a pilot right after. Dizzy's just going very, very slow and steady here. Interesting. Interesting. Frostbolt into Firebolts right after. Death Striker trying to make some plays. And Dizzy just fireballing the guy down. It is so weird to see mages in PvP fireballing people like that. But he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, he's just doing it. Frostbolt into fireballing. Like, he's just sitting there. Making damage happen like a turret, dude. Some kind of a weird turret build. Def so far holding on to bubble. So he is okay for now. He has a big immunity. He doesn't have a normal human racial or normal trinket. He doesn't have the human racial. Gonna be a big old Dizzy Deathbone right now. Bubble up for Death Striker immediately. And Dizzy got himself images. Walking to Death Striker, knows that he's gonna go from behind the pillar. And with the alter time available, might be able to alter time pass to Death Striker, making this Pyroblast function though, actually making this Pyroblast work. Dev does go kind of low in health. There's gonna be more Fireballs for Dizzy with shields back up and running. Flash Cut gets interrupted, so now he can actually cast all the spells into Death Striker's face. Breath on the Death Striker while the Hand of Freedom is up. Trying to see if he can maybe make more Fireballs work. He might need to slow him down though. Trying to see maybe go for Polymer. Does choose to go for a Poly. So there goes the bubble out of Death Striker. Dizzy did use a lot of cooldowns there. Dizzy 200 IQ. He's actually just makes a place here. I am very interested with what this build is. We are going for a long game though, because he did play against classes that are very, very heal heavy, to be fair. But 28% dampener, man. Interesting. Not gonna lie, I love this mage, dude. It's interesting. It's different. Maybe some new build is gonna be a big old breakthrough build. Dizzy getting those fireballs from time to time. He's doing something for fireballs, dude. He must be getting those fireballs maybe for combustion. Like he's constantly farming up fireballs back to back. There's got to be a reason for it, right? Maybe he's just got to build with it. What Lego is he running? Can somebody link it? Frostboss, can you link his Lego? Like what the mage is running? Just inspect him so we can see what it is. BM Fleshcraft. I don't think he was trying to BM it. I don't think he was trying to BM it. I think he was actually just trying to get Disruptor or Fleshcraft so he had access to all these other spells. Poly onto Death Striker is going to be a Ring of Frost on top of it. So Death is going to slow himself down. It's going to be a big old combustion ready. Has a big old chill of vintage popping right in front of his face. And Death might need to walk over to a pillar in order to create some line of sight if needed. Ultra time available for Dizzy, so he does have himself a defensive if Nigga seems to go bad. It looks like he's going to have to use it right here. There's going to be a big old wreck available for Dev, kind of lowish on health. Is going to get some Word of Glory, 34% dampening. Dizzy got himself quite a bit of range. Fireballs are flying. Does he have enough big damage? Breath onto Death Striker. Does he have the big go? Images are available, trying to make fireballs work. It just needs to get close enough to get the execute range on Death. If you can just reach him. Images on one side does get the intro with that shimmer, trying to make the scorches work. Frostbolts are slowing him down quite a bit. There's going to be Death Striker getting at least a little bit of healing with Word of Glories. Just a little bit. He didn't have Wake of Ashes. Actually has the image. He could attack that thing with Crusader Strikes. He might be alright. Another Breath by Dizzy with the Ring of Frost. Dev just doesn't have anywhere to go, really. Nova. Big old Flash Cup available for Dizzy. Rune of Power. Fireballing. You're just trying to make the big fireball damage happen. Pyros. I think he might have him here. Slowly but surely, I think he will have a Death trying to turn it around, using all his holy power generated just from Word of Glories. I guess he decided, you know what? I don't think I can win this duel here. Ultra time available for Dizzy. Does ultra time to make sure there's a line of sight of Death. But his stick keeps on running. First aid just to make sure, I guess, that he's full on health. And also, Dizzy does have the Flesh Scrap that does give him CC immunity. So maybe casting that to like immune a Hodge isn't that bad of an idea. Even if you do get interrupted. So maybe that's why he's casting it into his face, trying to see if he can immune a Hodge or something. And Dev just trying to get away. Dev got the bubble back up. Dizzy will have to put in a lot of work to get the bubble out of him. And then max the value. He does have him in Ring of Frost. Deathborn is available. Could go for a really big go right here. Trying to make some fireballs happen. That's going to be a bubble up immediately. Does Dizzy have ultra time? He does not have ultra time. He does have Invis though. Trying to see if he can hop it into Invis. But slow down during his full burst, dude. Look at that burning skeleton. It looks actually really, really cool. Looks like he's gonna have to wait out with Death Striker for the time being. Bubble has been used. If Dizzy can somehow just get himself some value off it, he'll be in a really good spot. Just if he can just somehow max out the damage after that, after the bubble, he actually has a chance. And Death Striker just doesn't want to walk over there, dude. He's just like, you know what? I'm waiting for the bubble. 3 minutes, dude. I guess he could technically, right? This map is just way too big for duels, man. It just gives certain classes like paladins, for example, they just stay mounted. Like you just avoid the guy completely, man. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. What time is it? Oh, okay. Awesome. 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 Sorry, boys. I had to look at my phone. I got a delivery coming in tomorrow. A big one. And I just have to make sure what time it's going to be. So I can be prepared tomorrow, man. And when it checked, oh, he is running triple shield, isn't he? Why did I make? I'm sorry for asking you guys. I don't know which Lego is running, because you know why I'm so used to triple shield. I know what, I'm gonna take the L for that one. I asked you guys to check which Lego he's running, even though he's running triple shield. I'm so used to mages in PvP just running triple shield. I almost imagine that's just a baseline thing. I imagine that's just like it's just a base thing. Like, all mages have triple shield. What am I talking about? Because you know what I was thinking? Maybe he's running something weird like a fireball build with a Lego. That's literally what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna take the L on that one, dude. I'm gonna take the L on that one. That's a meme. It's obvious. Somebody in the comments of the video is gonna be like, what do you mean he's running the triple shield? Do you have eyeballs? This is trying to make some burst happen here. Dev taking lots of damage though, back to back. Shield of Vengeance, the only thing he's keeping him alive. That's gonna be a big old Pyro Blast coming up for Dizzy. Doesn't have all the time as well. Oh, it looks like Dev does go down finally. Took him a little bit of time, but did come around to heading over to the Shadowlands for real. What comment is it going to be? You know what? After watching Dizzy play, he's like, you know what? I kind of like the NECROLORD now. You know what? Maybe if Dizzy believes in NECROLORD, so can I. You know what I mean? Monspur is going to be up next. Is a NECROLORD Frost DK. I think he's playing the two-hand build. Must be, because you can't transmog the weird moves anymore. weird mogs anymore because Blizzard removed the fun part. Nova by Dizzy. Looks like the Necrolord shield. Oh no, actually no, he did get rooted. Dizzy getting that poly from range. And with the Deathlord setup and with the Fireball setup that he has, he actually might be able to do plenty versus Monspit. Can he? Technically, I mean, so even slower class, like Paladins are pretty slow. Minus Hand of Freedom and Pony. But Death Knight's whole another level of slow. We are at 15 minutes into the duel, 62% dampening. It is a longer duel. But Dizzy's playing it out, man, to the end. Just fireballing, PvEing these boys down. Another poly available. Is he just waiting out for Flesh Scout? Or is he waiting out for maybe like the pet? There goes the fireballs. Actually using the fireballs onto the pet instead of the Death Knight. Is going to get the images available. Pyroblast flying out. We just got to wait it out, man. He's waiting out for something. I think he's waiting out for full burst. Maybe he's waiting out for a full Fleshcraft with the Deathborn and everything. Fleshcraft available for Monspet is going to have himself plenty of shields to work with as well. Maybe that's what Dizzy's waiting for, is maybe ways to whittle down Monspet's shield. So he doesn't have to burn to like 40k worth of shields. Maybe that's the play here. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. While the images are trying to see if they can frostbolt on Monspet here and there. Dizzy's just avoiding him like the plague. Maybe he's waiting for his own Flesh Scout at this high dampening. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. It looks like Dizzy is more set towards actually getting in combat. Trying to go for Fire Blast. Is going to be AMS for the breath. And Dizzy is going to get himself a Shimmer with Alter Time available. Trying to see if he can get over from Monspet. So he has a pretty good Alter Time actually to that perfect spot. So he blinked, Alter Timed, expecting the grip. That's actually kind of clever. So he blinked, then set Alter Time, expecting to get yoinked back. So then he always has an out. Like he gave himself an out. Quick thinking. Actually quick thinking. Ring of Frost, Deathborn, does he have the big old combust ready? Monspet trying to JMC this down into a stun into Dizzy. Dizzy blinking back towards Rune of Power. Just continue to check out Pyroblast through AMZ. That's going to be IBF and everything available. Monspet kind of low in health. Death's back coming out, so he does gain some health, but at this high dampening. I think it's more health that's necrotic rather than a lot of health that's actually gaining value. It's just burning down to the Fire Mage damage bit by bit. With the changes with 9-1 mages, I feel like this guy in the Mastery build, or Mastery does more damage outside of Combustion, would actually be super helpful for him. Maybe with a Deathborn Lego if he wants to try it. AMS available, but it's not going to be enough. Not enough. Pyroblast is still flying. Alter Time available. Monspet has some burst. Looks like it's going to be Alter Time with Dizzy taking him out. And does actually suck up his soul for a second. Yandex is up next as a Death Knight. From one DK into the next. The two-hand build of Frost DK yet again. Not playing Unholy this time. Which I actually wonder if Unholy would have been better here. It looks like Dizzy is going to be running circles, almost making us dizzy. Try to go for a big old breath onto Yandex. And there goes the summon with the extra images. Iceblock coming out for Dizzy immediately versus Yandex. I guess a 77% dampening. He doesn't want to drop below health. He wants to maintain as much health as he can because he can't really recover too much. Or he can only recover so much. Shields are back up. Does he have the Flesh Scout? Yeah, he does. I think that's what he's waiting for. Yandex threw out a Frostworm, but I don't really know if that Frostworm actually can go behind line sight like that. Like, I don't think it actually gets any value. Or if it does, it did very little damage, and those older shields absorbed all of it. Poly onto Yandex as Dizzy is going to hit him with a Ring of Frost. Does Trinket out of it. Could go for a grip if he wanted to. Dizzy just Pyroblasting him. That's going to be another Deja Vu from the Death Knight yet again. With AMZ just trying to sit in there and wait into it. Does get the grip. That's going to be Ledgeborn available. Try to heal himself as much as possible at 82% dampener. Do you really want to do that? Dizzy does get hit with a stun. Does he have a human racial for you? He does not, it looks like. But Alter Time is available. Getting interrupted on fire. Could maybe go for Frost. His is going to be back-to-back Scorches. And I think Yandex is done. With Nastya up next versus Dizzy hanging next to him. And Dizzy is at least able to get shields before they go. Getting the shot by the Rogue. It's going to be a pretty big Shadow Strike. It's going to be a full Flagellation setup. And Dizzy does not have Icebox anymore. That's going to be big all Cauterize. Try to see if he can breath the Rogue. And I think it's just done. Yeah. At that point, it's just over. Man, this mage actually burned through 4 people. It's a long duel of 19 minutes. But this Necrolord Fire Mage, in a massive arena, granted, okay, this is a massive arena, and the people that he played with did do a lot of line of sighting, except for the Death Knights. They can't go anywhere. But the Pally ran. The Shaman ran. It's a massive arena where if you have mobility, you're going to be able to get that line of sight no matter what. So maybe in a small arena, I wonder how that would work out. I wonder how that would go. Dizzy though, Necrolord Fire Mage. First time we've seen in these duels, just fireballing at these boys back to back. Very interesting, man. Very interesting. I like that. Disgusting? What? Oh my, come on, dude. How many times have you seen a Fire Mage Necrolord just going out and popping off? I don't think I've ever seen that, ever. Get Disney back for more games? I'm down. I'm down. I actually want to see more. Because Frostboss's team only had a four man. But Disney's apparently playing for 5. Disney is 2 people in 1. That's just how much power they got. Frostboss versus Nastya. Nastya the Rogue does not want to be opening up earlier. They just have to burn through a flash got Frostboss having to pop. Full cooldowns ready. Evasion available for the Rogue, but that stun prevents the evasion from getting full value. Getting a couple of those big old bullets in there. Making some damage happen. Nastya looking to get the hell out of there. Maybe Shadow Meld? Looks like he decided to go against Shadow Meld. Frostboss goes for a death pact, but he gave him no healing and basically all necrotics. He gave him actually no healing, all necrotics at 94% dampening. Nastya does get himself a reset. Frostboss does have IBF, and unless he has a stun for this rogue, I don't think he has any other ways out of it. He does have IBF though, and maybe he should have mage foot too. If he sits down for mage foot, he might be okay. Does drop down death decay. Almost clipped the rogue, dude. Almost. So close. Rogue open up with a cheap shot. Highest IBF. He's going to use IBF immediately. With a dragon thrown at the rogue. Does go for a vanish. Yeah, and now the rogue should be able to get himself a full reset. Frostboss without any... Actually, he still has the trinket. Trinket and flash scarf. So if he has a stun, the rogue does have a stun as well. Maybe Frostboss has a play. At least won't sit the stuns fully. He at least might be able to disrupt Nastya a little. Trinkets out of it. Stunner to Nastya. Trinkets out of themselves as well. Trying to make the most damage happen. Going to be a blind for the rogue. I guess the rogue... Yeah, maybe the rogue was to win. I guess he could do it like that. I feel like maybe that's a lot going on, but if he wants to do it, he totally can. Big old sap onto Frostboss. Just waiting them out, man. Waiting them out. 100% dampener, dude. Actually, 0 healing. Frostboss has no way out of the stun. Actually, no way to outplay this. So it's over. Nice, I guess maybe disconnected away from him for too much. Is that guy a NECROLORD? NECROLORD Paladin Insider. Huh. NECROLORD. Interesting. Interesting. Rogue cheated. Dizzy is better. I think so. What's up, Sam? How you doing, man? How do you cheat? Feel like gaming is valid? I mean... I'm a... some arenas have bigger pillars, boys. I think it works out better for 3v3 than duels. But this is one of the ones where it's like you try to have a Call of Duty 1v1 on the biggest map possible. This is what this arena is like for 1v1s. This is the 12-round arena. I think it's just way too big. Way too big. Inside I got a bunch of fans in the chat, boys. What the... I guess he does. Nastya getting the sap onto Insider, who isn't able to get the proper opener. I guess no eyes. Maybe no eyes were available. So the rogue, I think, is just waiting out. Is he actually waiting out for every cooldown? I guess he could, right? There's nothing to really stop him. It is 100 dampener. Doesn't the game end in like 25 minutes? These guys actually, I think, have 2 minutes. If nobody wins, I guess team 2 wins. Because they have 2 people alive, while team 1 has 1 team alive. So Nastya technically has a 2-minute, less than 2 minutes now to take down the Pala. Because if the Pala isn't dead by then, team 2 technically wins. I mean, it'll be kind of like a draw, but I actually think team 2 will actually end up being victorious in a way. Nastya going for a big old sap. Pala has everything ready. I think it's good to go. I do wonder what part of NECROLORD is he playing to like give him advantage here. Like, what are the reasonings? You don't see a lot of paladins. Oh, big dow. Okay, all right. No bubble, no bob. That was a lot of damn, boys. That was a lot of damn. Rogue cheated. He went out of the spawn room when Dizzy was still fighting DK. He didn't open up on Dizzy. Like, he didn't immediately open up on him, and Dizzy was able to get a shield off, which is about the amount of prep Dizzy would have had, even if the rogue was in the center of the arena. You know, I feel like he gave him enough of a... I don't know, didn't feel like cheating at the time. The king is dead? Yo, sorry boys, the king is dead. Apparently the king is dead. He had a bunch of dudes in here. Yo, Insider is such a good guy, dude, he's the king. And, oh man, I didn't realize it was gonna end that quickly. Rest in peace, boys, rest in peace. Burning Fresh, though, coming out with not a lot of health. No trinket available, and I think Nasi is just going to end up taking him out. 10 seconds? Is it 10 seconds until the arena's over? Burning Fresh does have a blink for it. Cloak and Smoke Bomb available for Nasi. As full combustion is ready. Dropping down Michu just on top of himself in case the rogue is there. Oh yeah, it did end. Who won? Does it say the winner? Draw. I guess it came down to a draw. Dizzy, though, with that 1 million damage. Nice. Yeah, dudes that were healing themselves for days. Def healed himself more than damage. Same thing for enhancement. 1 million damage on this guy. Nice. I like that mage. That mage is pretty cool, man. That mage was pretty cool. Yes, 20 seconds to win. Yeah, at that point, you just kind of want to go. Sorry that duel ended in a draw, dude. But that Necrolord mage, that was interesting.